Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Tonight, the big boy on the block, Death Star 2. Is that a moth? Yeah, Death Star 2 from Northern Monk, 12% beer. This is their twist edition. Is that the same as the other one then? Is that a twist edition as well? Collaboration. So, not sure if I did unlisted or thing there. Good evening, Mr. Bullman. You reviewed this last night, didn't you? Got some good hits, some good views as well, I noticed. So yeah, chocolate, peanuts, caramel Imperial Stout, 12%. Good evening, Thomas. And looking forward to this. Obviously, where the hell was Death Star 1? Good evening, Steve. Hey, Death Star 1 never made it to the shops. I don't know if it actually made it to Northern Monk. Yes, it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to this. I've actually bought 2 cans as well, just to make sure, in case I really like it and I don't get it again. Whoa, way up. Bit lively on the pour. Good evening. It's a nice big glass. I want it to go in a proper glass so I can actually see and smell it. Good evening, Jackman. Been a while, mate. And Liam, good evening. Rob's reviewed Death Star 1. And there we go. Possibly the new king of supermarket beers. Northern Monk are making a name for themselves. Chocolate, peanut, you can really smell that. And that's from a foot away. It does, doesn't it? Lovely dark black pour. Tanned. The aroma. Evening from here. Good evening, Sam. It has been a while, mate. And Benjamin. Oh, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Good evening. Yeah, get it tonight, a full shelf of it. Rightio, be interesting to know. Big aroma on this, the chocolate, the caramel, and that peanut butter. Good evening, Shark. How are you? The fireworks are going off around me. I've got someone doing rockets in the background, so it's quite nice, really. It's quite nice. It's like a, is this the new king of the supermarket? Yeah, well, I got 2. I went on the dinted aisle to see if there's any dinted ones reduced in price, you know, because you never know with Tesco's. Right. Salivating here. No, I think that's a nice balance, actually. Good evening, mate. Oh, that is nice. Right, let me go into review mode instead of just yakking mode. So I'm loving the aroma on this. The aroma's really nice. 12%. 12% ABV. So £5 for the privilege. Biggest supermarket. No, I didn't know. No. Yeah, you have to get someone to reduce it. I try not to drop the beers if I can help it, because I've got to drink it later. In my Sainsbury's days, we may have done things like that. We may not know. It's off the trouble. And I've never admit it on camera if I did. But 30 days, mate. Congratulations. Just goes to show you, even beer reviewers can come off the beer and not feel the need to jump back on. I mean, to be fair, Danny McFadden, didn't he go nearly a year? And that's some doing, because obviously beer reviewers got a bit of a tendency to overdo the beer, myself. And so to come off for 30 days is a good big thing. Good evening. So, like I say, the nose, when you can smell it that far away, good evening, Rory. When you can smell it that far away, that the aroma is something. Yeah, International Stout Day today. Yeah. I've already done one stout. A day and a quarter off the beer. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I've not had a beer, to be fair. I've done a couple of days recently. Bottles are trying to jump off the shelf. Scared the shit out of me. I do apologise for anybody listening in the background who doesn't like swear words. I normally pop at least one swear word in every time. You know, you can't win them all, can you? Just make sure I've got it all out the can. So yeah, right. I love the aroma on this. It's nice. It's not overly peanut, overly. Yeah, they're all around me. Yeah, good thing the dog's not bothered. The aroma's just about right. It's scratching. That's what I don't want to hear in the beer shed, because that means I've got issues underneath or inside. That's the sort of thing I don't want to hear. Fireworks, I'm not bothered about. You may have one tomorrow. Yeah, get in. Is that my backside? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's first thing in the morning. Yeah, after you've been on the Imperials. Yeah, the toilet at work knows. If that toilet could tell things. Thank God they've changed the toilet at the Kelham site, the Newark site, because that toilet would always leave a mess afterwards. They're like a war zone. And now you drop your dirt, flush it, and it goes. Yeah, Northern Monk are doing some interesting beers. And it's interesting that these are making it to supermarkets as a 12% beer. If you was going to buy this from most of the big breweries, you'd be looking at more than £5. So only these and Vocation seem to be able to chuck it out at that price. Is it devaluing craft beer? No, I don't think so. I think it's on a lot of Imperial stouts. You're right. The ABV does seem to kill the head off. I brewed some Imperial stouts, and the head, there was a non-existent head. So it is an interesting thing now, and I'll be interested to see what Bullman thinks also about the head, and Craig, because obviously you're both beer reviewers. Imperial stouts and their head retention. But on the taste, right, let me dive in. I certainly get chocolate and caramel at the beginning of the taste. The peanut butter to me sits in the background at the moment, whereas on the aroma, quite nice lacing as well, for those people who like a bit of lacing. I like lace, but in the right place, and not for this channel, obviously. Ooh. Almost a month for beer deliveries. Ooh. This is in the UK, with regards to Christmas in the UK. We're doing all our Christmas shopping as early as we can afford to do it. Why? Because you can damn be sure that come the end, there's going to be a massive upheaval of trying to get it out. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I agree, Rory, and Craig. I agree that these beers, because they're big, they're on supermarket shelves, and let's be fair, this is a lot more interesting than the Cloud Dog brew water beers that came out earlier in the year. See what I did there? But yeah, these are much more interesting, not only from the ABV side of things, but it says what it does for Northern Monk. It says from Northern Monk's side of things, and like the Vocation releases, the Imperial Kirsch, the Banoffee Pie, and them sort of beers, it says try these beers, come to our website, come and see what else we do. And these, for me, they may not make money on this. They may be selling this at a loss, because they ain't making much on £5. Yeah, I mean, let's be fair, it's only because of supermarkets that I've gone into craft beer. Very much a traditional beer drinker, a supermarket beer drinker. So for me, it's brought me into craft beers. And I mean, it's obviously, if you've got the money, then you're laughing. If you haven't got the money, it's not so easy. You're basically stuck on whatever the supermarkets are chucking out. But it is interesting. It's certainly bringing craft beer to the generations. And not forgetting tonight, for those watching in the background, 9 o'clock, Hopzine, one of the original beer reviewers, is absolutely reviewing. He's reviewing Wraggys Golden Ale, which some beer reviewer called Wraggy, and he's reviewing 2 beers from Navigation Brewery, and I think one of them was the Beer of Midlands. So it'd be interesting to watch, to listen to a very good beer reviewer, and him digesting the beers and seeing what he thinks of them, because he won't mince his words. He'll say as he feels, and I'm always interested to see how that is. Weed to heroin. This beer's nice, mate. Yeah, it's bang on. I think it's better than the Black Forest Gatto. I think the Black Forest Gatto beer that they brought out is a very nice beer, but it's not for everyone. That flavour isn't for everyone. You know, some may like it, some may not. But this is much more accessible. You got 2 in your fridge. Hey. And in some ways, this is where Tesco's and all the other supermarkets now are getting interesting. And better stouts in Tesco, do you reckon? That's interesting. Always good to. I mean, obviously we've all got our own opinions. No one's ever right, and no one's really ever wrong. But well, apart from people who give decent stouts 1 out of 10. Best real ales in Sainsbury's from your days there. Oh, toughy. I used to love Sainsbury's parking special when I was there. Used to love it. The Vocation Imperial Kirsch. Yeah. I love that as well, to be fair. Yeah, exactly, Jagman. We don't want to all be drinking the same stuff. We want different beers. And, our taste buds. I mean, I like most beers, but obviously there's some that that I'm not drinking that rubbish again. And, and then other people say, oh, that's my go-to beer. And it's like, oh, I mean, let's be fair, a lot of people like Foster's and Carling. And you can't fault them for that. It's what you brought up on. Yeah, there's not a lot of peanut. I agree on that. The peanut, on the aroma at the beginning, it was woof. Now, I'm not a massive peanut fan. So, I taste nuts when I shouldn't be tasting nuts for some strange reason. It will be the first time, Sam. Yeah. It didn't have any in the beer room, actually. Because Adam, Harry and Rob came to the beer room on the Sunday morning, and I think no one was touching beers on the Sunday. Well, not that early in the day, at least. Yeah, it will be interesting. It'll be interesting. Have you noticed that Morrison's are now doing bringing in fridges for craft beer? That's quite interesting for Morrison's to do that. I mean, obviously, it's still going to go cold. It's still going to go warm when the time you've got it home. But it's interesting that they're doing that, and it is interesting that they're catching on. Faith in custard. All right, is there? Ooh. I did look on the shelves at Tesco's. I didn't see anything else that was new. And I didn't really look at the 4-packs, to be honest, because I don't ever want to buy 4 just to review 1 beer. Unless I had other beer reviewers near me, then the Faith and Custard sounds interesting to me. £8 for a 4-pack, yeah. See, to me, that's I'd pay £3 for the can, but I don't want to be full of lager. Yeah, I've been a bit quiet on lives. I must admit. I must admit, I've been a bit quiet. Yeah, the Robin Hood Beer Festival was a cracker, but the craft beer festival was amazing. I mean, for me, it was very special, very special. Good evening, David. They're relaunching the subscription. I'm surprised you don't get one for free now. You're Mr. Brewdog for me. If I was Brewdog, and knowing how they are with how they are with promoting stuff, I would have thought by now they've got a bloke. I might have to send an email to Brewdog and just give him a little push. But they've got a bloke who goes around to all the Brewdog bars. He's got a Brewdog tattoo. He's drinking in Brewdog most weeks. They slag him off too much. Well, yeah, but you've got to be honest, haven't you? You know. I mean, Brewdog do make some good beers, but they make some rough ones as well, shall we say. But then again, all breweries make rough beers now and again. You know, not every brewery has made a good beer. I've had to not review some beers because I've drank it and it's like, oh my God, that's drivel. That Neon Raptor, when me and Craig were at Neon Raptor at the Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, I drank this one called the Old Bus Station and it was awful. It wasn't the best at all. And yet they make some amazing beers, Imperials and Stouts. Yeah, Robin Hood. It was. I can't even remember the last hour and a half. Yeah, I've seen the videos that I made. Yeah, I was steaming. And you go from being a quiet beer reviewer who can talk to a camera at home quite easy, and then you go to a beer festival. You're sitting, standing in the corner doing beer reviews till late at night, and there you are going, hey, and just goes the power of beer. Hey, it's powerful. Yeah. So it's nice to let the air get to it now and come along. All right, Brewdog in Australia as well. They know what to do, don't they? They know how to get their beers out there. These collabs are good though. They're good for getting in people interested, people who don't know much about a certain beer or certain brewery. I'm hoping one of my local breweries is going to do a collab with Harry's Brewery, having Blue Nose beer reviews. And I'm hoping that comes off. I have gave the details out, and Harry was keen on it, and this local brewery was also keen. So let's hope it gets put in at some stage, because I think for Castle Rock, a good traditional beer or even a craft beer with this brewery would be amazing. Castle Rock, yeah, I've already said it now. Gimbo. The journey home. You couldn't remember the journey home? I couldn't either, actually. Yeah, I can't even remember getting in a taxi. Yeah. Although, it was a cracking. Both beer festivals were amazing. 2-day drive to a brewery. Oof, that's some dedication that is to get to the brewery. So, the peanut is there, and I suppose this is where we all differ. Depends how much peanut you want in a beer. The chocolate is lovely. It's really Moorish. Good evening, Brett. Our Tesco's only just got it today. Yeah, my local. And so very chocolatey, good amount of caramel. And for me, the peanut's right. It's not too in your face, but it's definitely there. It's a very interesting beer. Now, is it better than the other one, the Black Forest? I would say yes. The DDH Pale is lovely. Yeah, I had it on cask. Was it last week? I think I had it. I went to the brewery. I went to the brewery and I went to their private tap for the staff. The staff can just go down and help themselves to a beer. I'd be drunk. I'd never be sober. It'd be about 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm just going down for a quick pint. Down there, pint, right, back to work. Nah, I couldn't work at a brewery. Especially one where you can drink all day. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'd be steaming. Yeah, the head's still decent as well, isn't it? Yeah, it's good. And this is where doing slightly longer beer reviews is good because you get to see the duration of what it is. A nitro rigid. Clusters from Neon Raptor. Well, clusters is only about 5.5% from Neon Raptor. Some of Neon Raptor's big beers are well worth trying. Now, Neon Raptor's beers, they aren't the cheapest, that's for sure. But, like most good craft beers, they're worth paying the money for. The Emperor's Brewery collab was stunning. Roaster Coaster. Do you know, I was looking at Roaster Coaster tonight and I thought, shall I go down Roaster Coaster Avenue again? And I didn't, but I'm wondering. Oh, I remember the John Smith's review. Yes, yes. Having a few beers tonight. Jolly good, jolly good. 8%. Yeah, £3.50 tonight, Roaster Coaster. Yeah, I was looking at it and then I thought, no, I'm going to buy 2 of these because I'm going to do Northern Monk versus Northern Monk live review one night. So I've got both of them behind me, just there on the wall. So I've got Death Star 2 and North Star 3. And so that's 21% of beer. Yeah. A battle. Northern Monk battle. Yeah, I'm sure you said it. Elsimo and Screech Out. They are, mate. They are cracking beers. And in fact, just to my... just there on the wall, Harvest Pale, Elsimo, Screech Out. That's better. Sounds like my back. Get that candle on my forehead. Yeah, last thing I want to see is a candle on my forehead. So, it's good to take it easy as well. Remember, 12% for those watching in the background. The 12% beer, yeah, it's a fiver, but it's about sipping. You don't wallop these down, you sip. Always sip strong beers and enjoy. If you get it out of the fridge, get it out of the fridge and then let the beer warm up in your hands. And you'll get both sides of it. You'll get the cold side, which the ABV won't touch you at all on the cold side, or very little of it will. And then you get to the warmer side, like this is now. And well, I've got my fire on tonight, so I'm good. Yeah, I've got the gas fire out. I couldn't do it earlier on. I was freezing. Plus, I've got thermals on as well, so it's snug as a bug in here now. Well, it says it's only 12 degrees, but I'm baking. I've not watched these beer reviews, to be honest. Downs it like water. That's how I am late at night when no one's watching. It's like, right, quick pint of Imperial. Woof. But that's homebrew for you. I'm not paying for the homebrew. Loft insulate, some insulation. The Death Star is warming me up. It's I've not watched his reviews, to be honest. I've obviously seen his reviews. Good evening, Craig. And good evening, Adam, as well. There's some amazing beer reviewers out there as well. Big Sip Beer Review. There are some. I mean, let's be fair. Everyone who's doing beer reviews and talking to a camera is doing well. It's not easy to do for a lot of people. A marathon and a sprint. Yeah. I don't want to get too drunk. I've got to look up the arse in a bit and get a bollocking off the wife if I walk up steaming. And taking it easy. I mean, I've had my dinner before I came out tonight because I knew this was a 12%er and I didn't want to get walloped. I mean, let's be fair. 12% is going to thump most of us. Flavour in a stout. To be honest, rum and raisin is one of my box ticking flavours in any stout. Butterscotch. I know it's an off flavour, diacetyl, but I actually like butterscotch. Ginger. I really love ginger. I love plum. I've not seen a plum imperial. Big bloody fly here. Kendall mint cake stout. Hey, cherry bakewell. It's here, matey. It's here. It needs to be reviewed. I am slowly cracking on the reviews. I'm trying not to buy any. Whoa! I'm trying not to buy any beers. I thought that was a bloody moth. Then I don't like moths. Brewdog did a good rum and raisin imperial. Oh, right, yeah. 4 litres already. Ooh. See, Totally Brewed, they did a parking cake stout, not an imperial though. I'd like to see an imperial plum stout, but in the vein of what Titanic are doing, but with a lot more ABV. What's that? Ah, that's interesting. I do like a nice rum. I love a rum stout, rum and raisin. Oh. Plum and rum, the plum rum imperial. One of these days, I'll talk somebody, a local brewery, into doing something big like that. The Brewdog. They're always jumping on that bandwagon, aren't they? They're always jumping on the bandwagon. Good evening, Rasco or Disco. I'm not sure which one, obviously. Did I miss you? Woman raisin stout from Little Critters. Ah. I've got a rum and raisin imperial from Fire Rock that Adam kindly gifted to me. Mr. Mersey Bears. Evening, mate. Evening, Disco. And these are local to me, and they do make a lot of imperials. And I've actually had some of their beers, and they're nice beers. And looking forward to getting that. The only problem is that they sell out very quickly, so they're obviously good because they're selling out. And we've got quite a few local breweries. They're either only can make so much, and that's why they sell out, or they're just pretty good at what they do. Yeah, Brewdog. I mean, let's be fair. Brewdog in 2010 came into supermarkets. At that time, they were the first of the craft beers in supermarkets at that time. Good evening, Shane and Phil. Yeah, I need to go over to Sutton Ashfield. Yeah. I need to get the wife to drive up and go up and get a few of their beers on tap and take some, bring some draft beers home so I can actually review it in the house or beer room. And I met the guys. I met them at Bang the Elephant's mega brew for the Canberra for the beer festival. Although I was that steaming, I don't know if I talked to them or not. I was pretty steaming at the times. One never knows when you've had a drink. Liam's not far away as well. Liam Musco, he's only about 10 minutes walk. Anything I grow into a home brew? If I grew some plums, I would. Yeah. I've got a cherry tree growing in the garden now. That'd be worth a bus journey up, that would be. A bus journey up to Sutton Ashfield. It's only up the bloody road. It's only the A60. Straight up the A60. Job's a good one. Might even drag the wife along as well. And yeah, maybe after Christmas, but before Christmas, I can't see us doing it. But you know, just because of money, you know, getting all the presents and that sort of thing. After Christmas, not so bad. Was you? Jesus Christ, I must have been steaming. What time of the day was that then? Because after a certain time, I think I was too steaming to know who I was talking to. I was talking to lots of people, but it's really bad as well because I feel ever so guilty. You know, when someone talks to you and you either can't remember or you're that drunk. 2 p.m. Don't think I was steaming at 2 p.m. Hell. By 11:30, I was really steaming. Jesus. I don't think I was that bad at 2 p.m. Yeah. Good evening. Not much on the home brew at the moment, to be fair. I've drank most of it now. Yeah. No. I'd had some big beers by 2 p.m. though. Plums in your gums porter. Yeah. I want it steaming at 1 p.m. We was, weren't we? I mean, we all hit the big beers first. And yeah, right, yeah. The Golden Ale didn't make it. I wish the Golden Ale had made it to the beer festival. I really do. As a Nottingham person, to see your own beer at the beer festival, that would have been something. I suppose it's all down to timing and how long a beer can last in cask. I mean, what Lincoln Green did was amazing. Will they do something else along them lines? I'd love it if they did. I really would. And flipping out, this beer's hitting me because I'm struggling to see the writing there. I've still got some. Yeah, I've got 8, 12, 17 left still. So, although there's a couple going over to my brother's. Squint at, I know, fucking hell, I can only see the camera. Deadly, isn't it? Deadly when you've had a beer, especially 12%. So now it has been 32 minutes. The Wraggys Golden Ale, in a lot of ways, I don't think it was only ever about the beer. For me, it was, and it's a bit like Rob's what Neon Raptor did with Rob. It's about a bit of recognition for beer reviewers, and I just think, you know, for people who watch beer reviews and beer reviewers themselves, it was like that. It's a bit of recognition. It's like, you know, the communities we get, you know, you're getting recognised. The community is getting recognised, and the good part of the community, not the ones who just say, "Oh, that's shite," and give it 1 out of 10, and because they won't giving it for free, probably. Yeah, that's strange, Benjamin. It's 10 to 9. Right, yeah, I'll knock off. So I want to watch Rob as well, see how he is. Wirral Beer Festival. Ooh. So this is a black pour tan head. We are 35 minutes in, and I'm very aware that Hopsy, Mr. Rob, Derbyshire. I'm going to jump on as well. I'm going to go upstairs, turn my computer on. So that's going to take me 5 minutes because my computer's slow as hell upstairs. So black pour, light tan head. And still on the nose, the peanut butter actually, at this moment in time, 35 minutes in nearly, the peanut butter is the first thing you get on the nose. Yeah, the peanut butter, the peanut rather, is overthrowing the rest. Oh no, chocolate in the background then. Not really getting the caramel. Good evening. chocolate, caramel, boozy, peanut in the background on this. So it changes. The peanut becomes, and then, yeah, look at that head for an Imperial. Ooh. I'd lick the glass, but it won't look right on camera. Another stunning beer from Northern Monk. It's coming. Is it worth a fiver? Yes, matey. Yeah. Even a supermarket fiver, definitely. Is it better than North Star 3, which I considered the best one so far? No short review. I'm missing them at the moment. For me, this is better than the cherry North Star 3. I think there's a better, the flavouring's better and more universal. Out of 5, oh God, this is where it starts getting really bloody difficult. To do a proper review, you've got to be reviewing it. You've got to be comparing it against each at the same time. Yeah, it is definitely worth a fiver. For me, a good 4.7. Yeah, out of 5, a good. And it wallops you as well. Certainly wallops you. Right. Beer review over. For those still watching and those watching now, our good friend Rob Hopzine is doing his beer review of 3 beers. One, the Wraggys Golden Ale, which is here. Trip that on the floor a second. He's reviewing that. Should be interesting. And he's reviewing 2 Navigation Brewery beers. There's Navigation up there, if you can see it. And he's doing this at 9 o'clock. So time for a quick wee. Put your computer on and watch another beer review. It should be really interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you everybody for joining and watching. It's been a great night. Beer, definitely. And see you later. Cheers everyone. Cheers. Hopsy.